everyone, and welcome back to Repeat! This is still the 0.5.1 build, after extracurricular activities got updated so much, and Amorous, so I'm trying to keep up with these updates, so whenever I record, I'm playing the most recent version that I have available to me. And to anyone who follows me on Tumblr, I apologize, because there's, like, nothing there. My parents never cared. I thought I'd be free from this experience. It's a rite of passage. You can't escape it. Anyway, thank you for letting me into the school. I think I'll stick around and explore the place a bit. You still stick around after a ghost attacked you? Hey, you can't live life without a little bit of adventure. I'd ask you to be my tour guide, but I don't want to get you in any more trouble. Well, I'll see you around. Have a good night, John. That's the bitch from the fucking picture, so I wonder who the fuck, what the fuck. And so Jenny waltzed off and disappeared down the hall. I sighed and ran fingers tiredly through my hair. It's been one hell of a night. Why do I let myself get dragged into these things? Huh? I reached up and clutched the camera hanging against my chest. It felt warm. Was I just feeling my own pulse against my palms, or did the camera have its own heartbeat? No, something has definitely changed. Something. Oh, I was that close? I was that close to the end of the day? God damn it. Alright, day 7. Little Pieces of Time. I like having music again, man. After playing extracurricular activities, that's what I did. I recorded a bunch of episodes of that before this, so I'm trying to record like a fuck ton of shit today. So I'm just going. Waking up on Sunday mornings are supposed to be relaxing, but all I feel is exhaustion. I'm still trying to ignore all the confusing things that happened last night. It all felt like a tangled story that didn't have all the pieces to. It's probably best to not dwell on things I don't understand. Ignorance is bliss, right? Let's get back to normal things, like hanging out with friends? Oh, right, everyone's at work today. I groaned and turned over in my bed, not in my head. I don't want to just show up and bother them at their jobs. It's tempting to just stay in bed all day. Didn't I just show up and bother Sissel at his job? Seemed to be fine having me help him there. Weird. Sigh. Maybe some fresh air will help clear my mind. Yeah, let's go right back outside. I mean, it's daytime, so that fucking thing can't bother me. I strolled around the courtyard absent-mindedly. The whole campus felt especially empty on Sundays. Everyone's busy with their lives. Those fucking weird things. It made me wonder why I even came to BriAnna Academy in the first place. Oh, good lord! I was a crash and I turned around to find Miss Corliss stumbling over a comically large pile of cardboard boxes. Oh yeah, Miss Corliss, you okay? I'm fine, John, thank you. I was just a little careless. I bent down and gathered a few boxes for her. They felt rather heavy. Should an old woman like her be carrying things like this? How can I help you move these? I've got nothing better to do. I will accept that offer with gratitude. Thank you again, John. Oh, she didn't call me Mr. John. I mean, now we're on a first-name basis, no less. I helped Mrs. Corliss carry all her boxes all the way to the office building. At least I was somewhat useful today. I must say, John, you are rather kind for such an unmotivated young man. Well, fuck you too, old lady. Hey, I'm not that unmotivated. Oh, your classroom participation grade says otherwise. Oops. Nonetheless, I truly enjoy having you in my classroom. You have much potential, John. 'Tis only a shame you're not utilizing it. Look, Teach, BriAnna Academy is for rich and honor roll students. I only got here because I accidentally won a free scholarship and my parents wanted me out of the house. There are a lot of people who deserve to be here more. I was just lucky. Mrs. Corliss observed me carefully before placing a hand on my shoulder. It felt comforting, but firm. If that's what you want to believe, then you should better yourself into a person that does deserve it. You have much room to grow, John. Don't squander it by feeling bad for yourself all the time. Is this just a big ploy to get me to work harder for your photography class? Miss Corliss actually laughed. I was speaking of your life choices in general, but more participation in my class would be nice too. Photographs are rather pleasant in that regard. Looking back on them reminds us of how much we've grown. I do that with videos, little pieces of time, exactly. I'll look back on a video, especially since I do the highlight compilations, which, fuck, this one is taking forever to get done. But it's just like, god damn, dude. I'm actually looking forward to finding the highlights from these episodes, like these recent ones. Some of the older ones, not so much. Precisely! I'm impressed, John. You really do pay attention to my class. That phrase has been popping up a lot lately. Funny you'd say that. I first heard that phrase from my granddaughter. She should be around your age now. Her attitude really reminds me of her. I'll take that as a compliment, I think. Is her name Jenny or whatever the fuck? I think Jenny? Johnny? It depends on how you look at it. Either way, John, I hope you will spend your time wisely while at BriAnna Academy. This music is way too goddamn loud. Sure, I guess I'll try. Cool. Now we're up on the roof. Despite Mrs. Squilly's whole reprimanding, I ended up just wandering about the dorm afternoon. It was just one of those dead motivation days, I guess. The roof was a relaxing place, but all that productivity talk kept bugging me in the back of my mind. Alright, fine, maybe I'll try doing something for once. Yeah, whenever I'm like, oh, I should do something, I can't even enjoy just sitting fucking down for a second. Christ. I fiddled with the camera hanging from my neck, turning it this way and that. Ever since last night, this camera seemed to pulse with warmth. Whenever I held it in my hands, it felt like it was suddenly submerged with soothing hot bath water. Didn't sound as elegant as I felt, as it felt. Maybe Mr. Squillies was right. I should play around with the photography more. What kind of photo should I take? Oh, wait. Oh, the little thing. I pulled out the tiny jade coin Philip gave me a few days ago. This might make a good picture. Maybe I could photograph it and make it look all artsy or something. That's what I do for Instagram. Which, by the way, follow me on Instagram. Decalink Jack. The photo might make a nice little thank you present to Philip for giving me. I thought Philip was going into the class with us. Or whatever. That whole bit about changing classes. Didn't that happen? I felt like that actually happened. I positioned the jade coin on the table and carefully adjust the lens on my camera. Here goes nothing. Yay, I'll picture. What the fuck? I was falling? Memories and images flashed rapidly in like a bursting array of film. Voices were echoing like a distant radio. Where am I? Who am? What the fuck was that? It was a warm summer day by the lake, and he was all alone again. Did I break it? Did I do something wrong? What the fuck? Except not truly. The cool breeze swept through the woods and ruffled the pages on the book he was reading. That looks just like Shirokoi's fucking thing. Like, that's just... Philip was sitting in his favorite reading spot again, next to the old wishing well. And so the prince finally rescued his love and they lived happily ever after. The end. How did you like this one? Mimir? What the hell? This one sucks. What the fuck is that? Real life almost never ends that neatly. It's always messy with dead ends. More often than not, the bad guy wins. What the hell? Oh, come on. Don't be such a pessimist, Mimir. Bad guys never win. That's what police and government are for. Sometimes real life ends happier than you could ever imagine. And sometimes you get chained to a filthy well for 300 years. Hate to break it to you, kiddo. Real life ain't pretty. Maybe you're just getting old and senile. Hey, watch it, kid. Show some respect for your elders. Plus, you still owe me after stealing all the coins from my well. I gave you a new coin, didn't I? A tiny little jade coin? Are you kidding me? Back in the day, people used to offer me coins of gold and silver. Oh, pff, what's a ghost doing with money? It's the thought that counts. Kid, how many times do I have to tell you? I'm a wish. What? 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 I'm still waiting for you to wish for something. Your jade coin is a terrible offering, but at least tell me what you want. I'm pretty happy at the moment. I'll tell you when I think of something. What the fuck, man? Alright, kiddo. I'll be here whenever you need me, especially if the bad guys of the world start catching up to you. Don't be silly, Mimir. I'll be perfectly fine. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's adorable how much you struggle. I could just eat you up. We're going to have so much fun. What the fuck? I felt a hand on his thigh. A sickly warmth made his stomach curl with 1,000 needles. Come now, work with me, sweetheart. This can be fun for the both of us if you just play along. How about it? What the fuck is going on? Is this how you're going to be, sweetheart? I think you need another beating to put you in your place. Don't touch me. Another blow cracked across his face. It stung, this time drawing blood. Philip spat red spit at him. He was tired, missed. Let me go. How dare you even think of telling me what to do? Who do you think you are? Oh, shit. Are you deaf? I said, let me go! What the fuck is going on? What was that? I fell out of my chair and scrambled across the floor, my heart hammering rapidly against my chest. What the hell was that? Was that Philip's memories? Did I just see Philip's past? Am I snapping a photo? No, this can't be real. There's like plenty of photos before this one and no crazy flashbacks happened before. Why now? Last night, when I ran into Ginny, the camera started glowing along with hers. Is that what triggered all these flashback nonsense? What should I tell Philip? No, probably best I keep this to myself. I need some rest. Maybe some sleep. I just need to sleep it all off. Everything will be fine. What the flying fuck was that? There's kids outside and I'm swearing my ass off. Sleep just won't come, will it? There's an uncomfortable weight digging into my chest. It felt so wrong to just pry open other people's secrets like this. A familiar chill swept through the room. I sighed and sat up on my bed. Hallie, what do you want? Oh, good. You're not dead yet. I need to talk to you. Could you knock next time you barge into my room? Absolutely not. That would imply that I respect you in some vague manner. Back to the point. Where is your wish? Huh? Oh, did you forget already that puny shooting star that's always following you around? Echo? I haven't seen him since yesterday morning. He kinda just comes and goes whenever he likes. Shirking his duty, figures. Quite suspicious, too. Hallie crosses her arms and taps her feet thoughtfully. Tell me, John, what is Echo's center? Center? Oh, why are you so clueless? A center is a wish's core. It's the desire that invokes his creation, his bond to you as his wisher. Now I think about it. I don't know. He never told me what I wished for when I was younger, although I do have an aching suspicion. Hallie frowned and gave me a calculating look. List closely, John. I will say this only once. Do not trust Echo. Okay, the wishes are going against each other. They're saying don't trust the other. What? Think about it. He pops into your life out of nowhere, but claims to have known you. He tells you close to nothing about why he's here, and you know nothing about his intentions. Not to mention, he's never around when you actually need him. Can you really trust someone like that? I could say the same about you, Hallie. True, but my point still stands. Did you come all this way just to give me some bullshit warnings? Certainly not. I came all this way to give you 2 bullshit warnings. In 2 days, on the 9th, you will need to make a choice. A difficult one. Your friends need your aid, but are you capable enough to provide it? What? And she's gone. I sighed and buried myself into the mattress again. Why does everyone have to speak in riddles? That's what I'm fucking wondering. Too tired to think about it now. It's best I get some sleep. How the fuck do you sleep like during this shit? What? And then I got told in the comments those are supposed to be tarot cards. I can get the design now. They kind of look like they were designed for like plate glass windows or something. Like no, stained glass, not plate glass. Edelweiss. I don't know what that means. Monday mornings are the bane of every creature's existence. What the fuck? I can feel my lazy bones clinging to the mattress in agonizing protest. It's so tempting to sleep in, but Mrs. Corliss would skin me alive for missing her class. Alright, waking up. Huh? Oh, hey there, John. Are you doing alright? You kinda look dead. That's just my face, especially in the morning. By the way, what are you doing here? I thought your class was in another building. There was some scheduling changes, so apparently I'll be joining your class today instead. Hey, I knew it! I'm fucking... A joint class? That doesn't sound like something Mrs. Corliss would do. Turns out I was right. Mr. Rokov stood at the front of the class with a level of enthusiasm that should be illegal at this early in the morning. Good morning, children! Half of the class reared back in nervous terror. It's like, good God, a cheerful person in the morning. Unfortunately, Mrs. Corliss is busy visiting a family member in the hospital and won't be with us today. Fortunately for you, I graciously offered to teach in her stead. I heard Mr. Rokov used to teach at an elementary school. I can definitely tell. Just how in the hell did he end up at Granny Academy? They say he got fired for flooding the school? Something about an overzealous demonstration of the water cycle. That's funny. It was the sewer water, too, so oh, Jesus Christ. How badly would Mrs. Corliss kill us if we skipped this class just for today? We were interrupted by Mr. Rokov's exuberant everything. Alright, class, rearrange the desks into a huge circle around the room. Be sure to create a large empty space in the middle. Our classmates look at each other wearily before following his instructions. Looks like we're going to have no say in our own fate. Mr. Rokov was settling down in the center of the circle with a suspiciously large-looking pitcher and a rustling shoebox. What? Have you folks been studying? John, explain the term gesture means in art. Me, it's something to do with a figure's movement and action. That was an awful description, but yes, you are correct. A gesture drawing or photo is a quick, unrefined sketch that captures a person's movement, and we will all be practicing this today. Photographers will be taking photos while artists create sketches. What are we even photographing? Mr. Rokov suddenly flipped open his shoebox. Here's a bird. A ridiculously fat pigeon plopped onto the classroom floor, clucking indignantly. Philip stared between the water pitcher and the pigeon suspiciously. Wait, he wouldn't. Begin! The pigeon squawked madly as the gallon of ice water pelted his backside. What the fuck? The bulb shot across the room like a possessed pom-pom as Mr. Rokov chased it merrily. That's probably the most exercise that pigeon's gotten in years. What the fuck? The rest of the class was gasping in fascinated horror. What? We can't just let him torture the poor bird like that! It's not like Peter's gonna crash down on our art class. Get to work, chop chop! You only have a few seconds per photograph or sketch. I'll be grading you on good quality later. There's a flurry of paper and cameras as the class scrambled to work. I sat and grabbed my camera. Better get to work. Good luck, little burb. I believe in you. What the fuck? So fucking strange. That class couldn't have ended quickly enough. As soon as the bell rang, everyone rushed to the door in a flurry of feathers and photos. Mr. Rokov was shouting merrily from the inside of the classroom, Remember, kids, Visitors' Day was in 2 days on the 10th. Be sure you create lots of art for your friends and family to admire. Oh yes, let's show them their pigeon torturing methods. Don't question it, it's art. To be fair, that pigeon could probably use the exercise. That thing is as wide as it is tall. That doesn't mean it deserves to be freaking waterboarded. Well, if you put it that way. There was suddenly rustling from around Philip's handbag. Wait, did you steal a pigeon? Of course I did. What if Mr. Rokov is teaching culinary arts next? Come on! Squawk! Isn't he cute? Don't worry, little guy. I'm not leaving you with that damn wet napkin. You need to work on your insults. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, is your family coming for Visitors' Day? Mine are probably dying to scrutinize every little thing I do. Visitors' Day. I must have visibly cringed when Philip gave me a worrying look. My parents probably don't care much to what I'm doing here. Oh, that's a shame. You're doing pretty well for an amateur photographer. Look at the bright side. You can treat the day as a little vacation from classes. If you say so. Well, good lord, I gotta talk to Shirokoi about this. I gotta ask him, why is whelp the most frequently used word in this whole fucking game? I better take this little bird back outside. I'll see you later, John. I waved at Phillips, retreating back absentmindedly inside. Well, looks like I'll have this entire afternoon to myself again. I don't feel like spending it alone. I wonder where I should go. Visit the cafe, because that's the Philip run! Not the Philip run. Fuck! Sizzle! 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 Sisshole? I could probably swing by the cafe and see how Sizzle's doing. Probably buy a few chocolates while I'm there, too. Chocolate. That was a perfect mood fixer. Just thinking about it makes me drool. Yay, back to the cafe again. I tentatively peeked into the cafe. It looks like Sissel isn't around. Maybe he's out back in the kitchen somewhere. Meh, I should probably just find a table and wait for him. Oh, hey! Oh, Jenny's here. Oh, shit! I rolled around to see Jenny at the corner table, idly sipping a cup of boba tea. It's you, the Ghostbuster! Don't call me a Ghostbuster. Some poor writer's probably screaming about copyright infringement right now. Some poor writer. Yeah, sorry, it's just the first thing that popped in my head when I saw you. Fancy seeing you again in here of all places. Oh god, my throat is... Alright, I'm gonna have to stop this episode prematurely, guys. My throat is, it feels like something broke. I don't think there's anything in the throat to break, but, sorry to end on such an abrupt note, but, something really hurts in my throat. So I think, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voice of my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!